Hello dear students, this is Rita. Now we will discuss about the next test of the topic Newton rings. This is a very important topic from the exam point of view. You go through this topic, you check out the rings in case of reflected and transmitted system both, do the applications, that is to find out the wavelength of monochromatic source of light used, and also find out the refractive index by using the Newton ring experiment in the reflected system as well as in the transmitted system. You are already aware about all these topics. You just go through them, try to solve the numericals, and then you go for the test. So here we will discuss the MCQs, short answer type questions, and the numericals also, right? In the first slide, it is about the multiple choice questions. The first question for you is the zero order fringe can be identified using white light, yellow light, achromatic light, or the monochromatic light. Okay, you just choose the correct option. In the next question, in Newton ring experiment, the diameter of bright rings is proportional to square root of odd natural numbers, even natural numbers, or the square root of natural numbers. Choose the correct option for this. Next question is the extended source is needed in which experiment? Young's double slit experiment, biprism experiment, Newton ring experiment, or none of the above. You choose the correct option. Next question is in reflected light, the central fringes of Newton ring is, the central fringe is always dark, bright, uniform, or non-uniform. You just choose the correct option. Next question is on the rainy day, the small oil films on the water show the brilliant colors. This is due to which phenomena? Dispersion, diffraction, interference, or polarization. You choose the correct option. The next question is the fringe width, that is beta, and the angle of wedge, that is theta. They are related with each other by which of these expressions given to you below. Okay, when you have gone through the topic, that is the interference in thin films, right? You just check out the topic wedge shaped films, then you will be able to find out the answer of this particular question. Okay, and try to give the correct option out of given 4 options. The next question is in Newton ring, the central spot is always bright, always dark, can be bright or dark, or of blue color. Choose the correct option. Next question is why in Newton ring the central spot is always dark? The first option is the thickness of film is 0 at center. The path difference between incident and reflected ray is half of the wavelength. The incident ray and reflected ray undergo destructive interference, or all of above. You just try to give the correct option. The next question is the phenomena of Newton ring can be used to check the velocity of light, flatness of any glass surface, phase coherence of two sources, or the wavelength of monochromatic light used. Next question, in Newton ring experiment, if monochromatic source of light is replaced by another monochromatic source of higher wavelength, then what will be the effect on the radius? Okay, here you have to check out the effect of lambda on radius and then give the correct answer. The options are radius will increase, radius will decrease, no effect, or the radius will remain constant. Okay, you check out the relation and then you will be able to give the answer. Next question is in Newton ring experiment performed with the air gap between the lens and the plate. Now the gap is filled with water. What will be the effect on radius? Okay, you see here the mu has been increased. Okay, so you check out the relation again and then you will be able to give the correct answer. The options are radius will decrease, radius will increase, there will be no effect, or radius will remain constant. Choose the correct option out of these 4. The next question is in Newton ring experiment, if we reduce the radius of curvature of plano-convex lens, that is capital R, equals to 0, then what will be the effect on Newton rings? They will become more bright, they will become more dense, they will disappear, they will become dark. The next question is why in Newton ring setup the beam splitter is kept at 45 degree? It allows light rays to incident at 45 over the top surface of lens. It allows the light rays to incident uniformly. It allows the light rays to incident parallel or it allow the light rays to incident at 90 degree over the top surface of lens. We choose the correct option and give the right answer. Next question is, Newton rings are formed because of interference between the light reflected from where the light is reflected in this experiment. That is, the first option is upper surface of plano-convex lens and lower surface of glass plate, or lower surface of lens and upper surface of glass plate, or lower and upper surface of lens, and the next is lower and upper surface of glass plate. You choose the correct option. The next slide is about the short answer type questions. The first question is, for Newton rings in the transmitted system, the contrast is poor. Why? Here you have to write down why you get the poor contrast in the rings in transmitted system. Next question is, how you can derive the wavelength of light used and the refractive index of the film in case of Newton rings. Means here you have to explain the applications of Newton ring. The next is the numerical. In Newton ring experiment, the diameter of 15th ring was found to be 0.590 centimeter and that of 5th ring was 0.336 centimeter. If the radius of curvature of plano-convex lens is 100 centimeter, that is capital R is given to you 100 centimeter, then you compute the wavelength of light used. You use the appropriate formula and you can find out the lambda, right? So, thank you.